Goddamn phone. Goddamn phone's always going off. It's a piece of shit. Hey everyone, welcome back to Nawcam. It is January 2021, and I wanted to try something a little different. I'm actually holding the microphone now, so if it sounds like shit, if anything in this show sounds like shit, it is always my fault. And that's actually part of the reason why I wanted to try this introduction, because it gives me like a kind of easy out in case stuff goes wrong. I can explain it to you at the beginning. For example, in this episode, we weren't entirely ready to have a third guest still because we lack the microphones and the inputs, and it doesn't really matter. But you're just going to have to like deal with it. I mean, I was able to get over it, so why can't you? And secondly, is because I can do an intro. This is my show. This is my show. Which reminds me, I really wanted to say thanks to the three of you that are constantly asking me about it, and I wanted to say thank you to our listeners in Belgium, to our listeners in Germany. We're an international show now. International show. I never thought that we would get to say that. I mean, there's the strong possibility that these people are using a VPN from just like across the street, but we're international as far as I know. And you know, thanks everyone for making this keep happening. We do this for you. So in these strange times that everyone can relate to, as we cower in our rooms just waiting for this virus to barge in and start carving its initials right into our gums with a rusted spoon while complimenting our skin, we can all relate to that. And that's actually part of the reason why it's taken so long. It's just this fear of the future. What's going to happen? What's going to happen? What's going to happen? It doesn't matter anymore. Like, you know, I spend so much time worrying about what might happen, what I need to get done, that I don't do what I want to do. For example, there's a lot of construction and stuff. For example, this podcast, I've just put it off because I was like, that's not important. I don't need to do that. But you know what? I enjoy it. It's fun for me. Although I hate listening to my voice, it really doesn't matter. Just, I guess what I'm trying to say is it's okay. No, in the hopes of trying to find some kind of silver lining. And I mean, that's why we go to podcasts, is to either forget or continue to just think about something completely new. And yet here I am reminding you about it. Part of the reason, there's lots of them, but another reason for having this introduction is because a lot of the episodes that we have are pre-recorded, and a lot of the stuff we start talking about is irrelevant. So I cut that out, but I am recording this the day of upload, so there's something that is relevant, and you know, like where I'm at and where the show's going, and here's a quick update. For those of you who are new listeners, I guess I should explain to you, like, what is this show? What the fuck am I listening to? Who is this guy? Why should I care? It's a show. It's a show where we like to say that eventually we'll talk about misconnections and interpret them, but really it's just me hanging out with people, talking about movie recommendations, book recommendations, the thought of the day or something. Hopefully in newer recordings we'll get to talking about mead, which is something I've started to do in my isolation because I just have this need to create something, and mead is so forgiving in the sense that it wants to do it itself and you just got to leave it alone. And there's this methodical approach to trying to pick the right flavors and like, how am I going to get this started? And then you watch those bubbles going and you're like, yes, it's alive, it's doing the thing. In this episode, oh my god, I just edited it. I should be able to tell you what's going to happen. I mean, if you made it this far into the intro, you're going to listen to the entire thing. It's Murphy and me talking again, and we talk about his voiceover career. We talk about books that we're reading, movies and shows. We talk about my hair again. Like always, as you all know, it is down to my knees at this point because there isn't a barber in sight that's open and willing to touch this mop of a hair. And then our guests had to leave. So we're cut off short. But hey, if you stick around, hopefully by next week we'll have another episode up where it's just a special treat. Emily and I, we finish off reading the misconnections we picked for that night. Another update for everybody is that we have some Skype recordings, and I know that those are really like spotty. There was several misrecordings, and hopefully this intro is entertaining enough to where you'll forgive that. So let's get right into the show. The reason you're here. This was recorded back in May, I think. I don't know. Here we go.
That's good.
Blotches, but...
this is good too. And so is
Ew.
this whiskey.
What is that whiskey?
What is this whiskey?
It's whiskey. Bourbon, right?
It is the Trader Joe's
It's alcohol.
Kentucky bourbon.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's
Have you ever had the
alcoholic
brown sugar
whiskey.
bourbon? It's like, I think it's like Bullet something is the brand.
It's very good.
I've seen it.
I looked at it one time.
There's different proofs of it. They don't really taste any different except for one gets you way more fancy than the other.
I thought you were going to say fucked up. One gets you way more fucked up.
It's fancy. When you drink bourbon, you're fancy.
Oh, fancy.
Mm-hmm.
I heard handsy.
You might be handsy
What?
if you're fancy.
Okay. All right, and we're back. We're here with, who do you think you are?
The most important one here. My name is Murphy Raider, coming formally to be known as Mr. Vo, or MRVO. That is credit to my lovely girlfriend that has come and joined us today, Stephanie O'Hara. Say hi, Stephanie.
Hi, Stephanie.
She's got a sense of humor too. And yeah, we're back. We're here to tell you about our
Oh yeah, cheers.
Stephanie's throwing things. And cheers.
Yeah, good to have you all here.
This show is sponsored by malt liquor and whiskey.
Bourbon. Oh, bourbon. Oh,
Malt liquor bourbon?
He dribbled a little bit. It was hot.
It's all over me. Oh God, I did.
That's why it's hot. So I've
You put your website together?
No, I don't have a website yet.
Damn it.
But I have made
I
have made significant progress in auditioning and reaching out to people for jobs. They're all free jobs right now because I've literally just started.
Sorry.
I don't have a reputation. I don't even have a demo reel. So I can't exactly say, yes, I am a proficient voice actor, and you need to pay me for any work that you're going to do, which is unfortunate.
Why Mr. Vo? Voiceover?
Yes,
Is that it?
because MR is Mr., but it's also my initials, Murphy Raider.
Fuck. Holy shit.
Mind blown.
I take it you don't like the name.
I ask you to introduce yourself every time here, not for the sake of the podcast, but for me. You know,
because I can never remember your name.
I don't know who you are.
Let's see. Messaging.
Yeah, I feel like it's probably a better name out there. I don't know.
I've heard worse.
Like what?
I don't know. I try not to retain it. It's really bad.
Try not to retain the bad names.
I can't remember the names that he was going with before. He talked about like Rodovo or something.
Oh, I was thinking.
Voter.
I was thinking Murphy
Radar.
Murphy Radar, Murphy Voices, or what was? Yeah, it was totally stupid. I remember it being like very mediocre of a name. It wasn't like clever at all. It wasn't. Roadvo? That's what it was. It was Roadvo. Roedvo. Roadvo. That's half my last name, and it's VO for voiceover. And I was like, what do you think, Steph? And she looked at me and she went, And I was like, it was worth a shot. That's why I needed someone else's opinion.
Yeah, I mean, if you're trying to go for stuff with your name in it and with voiceover, that's tricky.
Mm-hmm.
You only have so many options.
This Reddit app is not very good with instant messaging.
Is that where you've been keeping all this?
It's where I've been keeping some of it, yes.
Is that where you're getting most of your gigs? Or are you still... Did you ever try Fiverr?
No, not yet. No. Right now I am trying... I am doing Reddit. The record this for free subreddit. Just because... Well, that's where it's really easy to get jobs. For free, of course. But... again, like I said, with this whole thing, I spent an hour and a half, editing this guy's script. And it's kind of like if I went onto Fiverr or any site that, someone would pay me $5 or $10 to do that for, I wouldn't have to do that. It'd be a little bit less work for me and more money.
Yeah. The cool thing I do sometimes is I'll lay outside and on the grass, and I'll kind of focus my eyes just straight up. And it's kind of cool if you have some clouds, not overcast or not all empty sky, but it's just some clouds and some clear sky. And you kind of put your focus down towards the left and then down towards the right, and just kind of keep doing that, and then picture yourself in a snow globe, and it's really trippy.
Shit's deep.
But then there's air and stuff around you. You're like, how is this possible?
What is life?
Mm-hmm. Definitely one of my what is life moments.
Are we just in a giant
I think I was 12.
Oh, I thought this was recent.
I thought this was a daily hobby.
Yeah, it's this is how
I do it every once in a while, but when I first kind of discovered that, I was like, whoa! And then I went and grabbed my sister. You gotta come try this. And he's looking at the sky. Okay.
So the last time, how long has it been since you've been here?
2-3 weeks.
3 weeks. And in that time, as you can see, we've gotten a desk, we've gotten a chair.
Yes, I did see that. Is that Emily's?
That is Emily's.
Yeah.
Nice.
And these are...
This is a new desk.
Yep.
It's a very nice desk.
You'll be happy to know that these are exactly 6 feet apart.
Okay, so we each sit at our desks in our day and we're working. He's got a fucking ruler over here
measuring
that occasionally he'll just pull out and casually start measuring our distance.
Yep, we're still 6 feet. I haven't moved my desk. It's yes, during the day we practice social distancing, but at night we just so happen to sleep in the same bed.
Yes. Yeah. What have we done in this time? Oh, we finished Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh, we've started it a couple times and never. I've started it at least twice. I've started.
There's two different ones. There's Brotherhood, and then there's the original the OG, television. Yeah. Well, in my infinite productivity during work hours, I've looked up what the difference is. Apparently, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is more true to the manga comics that came out.
Yes.
And is a goddamn mess in terms of storytelling.
Yeah.
And the other one's more fleshed out in its characters and just the story progression overall.
It's also super fucked up.
But
I've heard that too, yeah.
But because the other one's newer, the action sequences are a little...
Higher quality.
Higher quality and just more fluid. It works. Aside from that, we've also watched all of the Spy Kids except number 4 because that one doesn't exist.
That one doesn't actually count. Wait, is that the one with Shark Boy and Lava Girl?
No, it's a different cast. But Shark Boy and
Spoilers.
Lava Girl is its own movie. Are they in one? Do they make a cameo? It might be the same.
Or is it the gaming one that maybe?
No,
that's the third one. That has Elijah Wood in it. He's in there for a second.
That's right. Doesn't he die?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He walks in. He's like, "I'm the guy. Let's do this."
We're gonna game, and I'm gonna be the king of this game, and no, I'm dead. He
We
was on that for just his name to get.
Everybody's in that. Everyone's in all of these movies. Oops, knocked that. Like Steve Buscemi's
Spoilers.
in the second one. Antonio Banderas in the first one. You know,
Oh,
and
who's
oh my God,
He's
Danny Trejo as
what'd you call me?
Machete.
Yes.
This is the same universe. I forgot.
Hey, oh my God.
I saw a meme where it was like, it said, "Stop wearing your smartwatches with formal attire. You look like a spy kid." Like, this is accurate.
Yeah, in every movie they have like these. They sell them at fucking Disneyland, and it's just a rod that has spinning, like I don't know, apparatuses at the end of
That's
it
from
that
the second
glow.
one.
Yeah, it started in the second one, and they bring it back in the third one, and they don't do shit in the movie. They never get to use them in the movie.
They
But-
try to use them. It just doesn't do anything.
They always get interrupted. Yeah.
The second one was pretty funny, if I remember right, with the brother and the other brother and sister.
Yeah.
Like the rival spy kids. Yeah. What? That girl was from. Was it Emily Osment? Is that her name?
Yeah, she's from Hannah Montana.
Yep. She was young in that
Well,
one.
technically, she's from Spy
my
Kids.
hands
'Cause
up.
That was first.
Well, there was the president's daughter.
Yeah.
Didn't she
Oh yeah, she's
go
Tanner
on-
Momsen
Yep, singer
of
for
The Pretty Reckless.
Pretty Reckless. Moving my
I
hips
don't-
like yeah.
I got you. She was also the girl in the Grinch. Little girl.
Oh, she's adorable.
Cindy Lou Who.
Where are you?
So while they're looking that up, Murphy, there was something I wanted to show you. Shut up.
I'm just trying to be relevant.
So in my
Yes.
hometown,
Oh boy.
you know how there's all these posts about the Dolphins are coming back to Venice, meanwhile in such
Yes.
place.
Mhm.
So in my hometown, bears have returned
Oh.
to the fucking roads.
Oh,
And
lordy.
somebody recorded one, and I'm going to play you this video, and then you tell me what you think they're saying. How do I pause this? So that
Okay.
you can watch it. Some of it's in Spanish, but at the end it's in English, and I misheard it, and I was
And
telling
you're the only
everyone,
one. It is very clear to everybody
Okay.
else.
press the screenplay, whenever it works, and it's just, yeah, go ahead. So there's just a bear on the road, black bear. At the end, what did you hear?
A fuck. It sounds like
A fucking bear.
better or fucking baiter. I don't know.
I heard a fucking bear, bro.
Yes,
That's
that is
what I
exactly what they said. A fucking bear, bro.
Yeah.
I didn't hear that for some reason. I was like, what did he say? And I played it over and over, and I was like, that's what he's definitely saying. I'll fuck you and your mom.
To the bear?
Yes. And I sent that to a friend, and he started quoting it, and then I quoted that, and he was like, that's not what he says. And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, he says a fucking bear, bro. He's like, think about it, Jerry. Why would you say that? I was like, I thought he was challenging the bear. I don't know.
Fuck your mom, bro.
I'll fuck you and your mom.
Yeah, you fucking told that bear. A little bitch bear. Yeah. See him running away, climbing that
That
fence.
bear was pretty small, though. A
Yeah.
little black
Until
bear.
it's attacking you.
That's
So
true.
it's chasing you.
We were just doing
Bear's the size of a large dog, but it's much stronger.
we were doing keystone species, so we were looking up grizzly bears. That when I think bear, I just automatically go to that.
Yeah. Do you ever think of...
My father shot a black bear once.
You told us that story last time.
That's right.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Something about blackberries. I don't remember.
Yes.
Have you been keeping in touch with people at all? Well, I guess the question is, how are your parents?
Their birthdays were about a half a month ago, 2 weeks ago. They're like 4
Fuck,
days.
Half a month ago was only 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm. Four.
What am I?
That's math. 4 weeks in a month.
That's why they go by
Mom's is like April 12th and Dad's is like April 15th or something.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've actually been a good son and marked him on my calendar and have my phone yell at me whenever it's my parents' birthday so that I can at least give them a call and say, "Hi, I love you, happy birthday, I'm still alive," kind of thing. And
That is my gift to you.
that is my gift to you.
They really appreciate that.
They do. It kind of blows my mind, but it's very easy to make my parents appreciative. You said Emily, you said that's my gift to you. I was actually born on Mother's Day in 1991 at like 3, no, it was like 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning or something. It was at the time the doctor had to leave in the middle of Mother's Day breakfast with his mother to come help give birth to me. Yes, I was, yeah. It's all my fault.
You know when my birthday is, right?
Do I know when your birthday is? No, I do not think I know when your birthday is.
Christmas Eve.
Oh my God.
I was gonna say that. No, I just was thinking December, and then you said Christmas Eve, so I was.
It's him.
Yeah, Christmas Eve. So during a Christmas party, my mother decided to go into labor.
Just decided.
They call the doctor, and I was a baby born through anger. Just rage brought me into this world.
Dude, I was having such a good time.
I was with my family. I was already in bed. I don't know. Couldn't you wait? And my sister was angry that my parents left the Christmas party because they didn't take her with them.
Oh. You left the party to go have a baby?
She resented me for the first 3 years.
Wow.
My mother always
3-year grudge.
My mother always told the stories of how
Kind of sounds like my sister. So
the garbage truck would come by and I'd be crying because it was loud, and she's always like, "Can't we just throw them out there? Like, they're here.
Give him
They'll
to the
take
garbage."
'em.
Oh my God.
Babies, yeah.
Do you go back and visit your family?
I do.
Oh, why?
My sister, they're fun.
Oh, I guess they do sound fun.
I was born in Mexico and then moved to Arizona. But you see that stack of books behind you, Steph?
Mm.
That's everything we're trying to finish. Emily's finished like 8 books this year. I don't know.
an elderly lady is up to no good. This is the first book I pick up.
My grandfather sent us that for Christmas.
It's an erotic fan
No,
fiction.
it is not.
Wow. I would
Actually,
have
I
been
don't
so
know. I haven't
excited
read
if it was.
No, it's not.
I'd have been like, "Can we read some of it right now, please?"
No. But yeah, she calls me.
I read an erotic fan fiction one time about sexy sentient food.
Oops.
What?
Fun fact.
Sexy
So
sentient
it's
food?
About
I was at Kyle's place.
Oh, is it like that Seth Rogen movie? Sausage Party.
Sausage Party.
Yeah.
No, it was more of like a human is like in his world, and he's
just
interacting.
sexualizing.
No, he's interacting
donut.
with food that
Celery.
is like human
Carrots.
size. Yeah.
oh,
No, he's interacting with
Like
food
a-
that's
like
human size.
furries,
It's sentient.
but instead they're in vegetable costumes.
Anthropomorphized.
Basically, yeah. But they're like real. They're not like just costumes. They're real. They're like real life-size
really
carrots.
real?
Yeah.
Really, really,
And
really?
yeah, really. Yes.
It's like a giant zucchini, or like a bell
Yeah.
pepper that fits through a doorway, or
Mhm.
that you
Well,
have
it'd
to,
probably be-
Or like
wait,
a
this is
really
dude?
hot stalk of celery.
or
Was
like a
this wait,
slice
this
of
is a
orange.
dude?
What?
This is a dude.
Yes, it was actually
So it'd
gay.
probably be things like
fan
donuts and
I don't remember
Donut
there being
holes.
a donut.
maybe grapefruit.
Grapefruit,
That's
cantaloupe, a
sounds like
microwave
really
cantaloupe. It's terrible. Anyway, you were reading books, reading old lady
Wait, hang
grandma
on.
fan
No,
fiction.
you reminded me of something, Emily.
boy.
Someone had recommended to you, I believe it was a recommendation. It was like a hedgehog.
George. It was
Yes.
George. Yeah.
What was it?
It was And I'm just gonna find it. All right, carry on with your story. Hold on.
It was Sonic the Hedgehog.
No, it wasn't.
It was,
and I was
it was a blue
disappointed.
hedgehog that would go really fast. And
When
Yes, Emily.
I don't know how to
was
find
named
it.
What are you searching?
I have to go back to where you sent it to me.
I've never seen Emily stressed out before.
Just pulling out the
You
You have
second
to find
laptop.
the erotic hedgehog.
I'm using
Was
my work
there?
computer
Do you
for
remember
this.
if there was a cover?
There was?
There was cover art.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
So picture those romance novels
Oh,
where
I'm
the
ready.
man is like on a pirate ship with his blouse open and
Yeah.
his hair in the wind.
Very low.
I don't know.
cut.
I don't remember.
Like he's
seeing-
just got a vest on, like just a vest.
Just
kind
a
of thing.
vest, and in the vest is a hedgehog. Not a life-size stalk of celery, but a hedgehog.
Stalk of celery hedgehog. Nice.
Stock a hog.
A stalk of hog. The hog. He sins. That's the tagline.
Roadhog rides
Right
again.
Here for your viewing pleasure. Hedging Her
Oh.
Bets, a shapeshifter paranormal romance.
Describe what you
actually,
see, please,
no one's
Steph.
in a vest. They're all naked.
Well, the girl has
There
her
are-
on.
Yeah, okay. So there are two guys and a girl, and there's just this adorable little hedgehog in the corner.
Hedgehog, hedging her bets.
Right. Okay, so
Shape shifting.
you think the reviews would be like, this is strange, but they're not.
They're not.
It's a lot of praise for this. I don't even remember what
It's okay. Hey,
genre
hey,
they
hey, hey,
considered
hey,
this.
hey. It's okay. You're okay.
This book is amazing. In this book, we meet Natalie, Lucas, and Jonathan. Natalie is a hedgehog that seems to change whenever she gets nervous. This can happen all the time or sporadically depending on her mood or how much she is around her family. Natalie's mother,
Wait, what?
this is a monster,
Family.
sometimes the same thing. Natalie's mother seems to bring it out in her due to the amount of time she spends putting her down. She knows there has to be someone out there for her. But if she can't control her shift, how can she expect to find them? So is she going to find a man or a
Or a
hedgehog?
hog.
Or a hug.
I think it's a hedgehog. Let's be real clear.
All right. A hog in the hedges. You know?
Yeah.
Well, just the fact that hedgehogs are way more adorable than...
Did you ever watch the Over the Hedge animation?
Yeah.
Some great music, great movie in general.
Bruce
It's like
Willis
great
is the
music in there.
raccoon, right?
Was he?
Yes.
They're a bear and cat shifter. The guys.
Mm.
They're
Of course,
looking for
why
a
not?
third in their relationship, and they find
Oh.
this beautiful hedgehog.
Oh my god.
So they're primarily animals, but they shift into humans?
No.
They're primarily humans that shift into animals, but like,
Oh.
look at this. This is a whole series.
Wow.
This
What?
is a whole like
Who's the author?
genre.
These
Or are these,
covers
like-
are really well
I don't-
done.
Are these
I
like
don't know how
3,
to
4,
say
5-star
that.
ratings? What are they?
4-star.
Wow.
Who's the author?
Wow.
Elizabeth
Elizabeth?
Bishop.
Erdebird.
Could you spell that?
Erzabet. Bishop.
Hedging Her Bets. Available on Amazon.
Hedging her Erzabet.
And more.
Personally, I want to read it. For my own reasons.
Because
I mean, no judgment, right?
looks interesting.
No, I judged the shit out of that. That's why we brought it up. But I still want to read it.
I feel like I automatically judge people about those kind
Me.
of things just because I'm not into it. But I'm like, if you're into it, other people aren't into it. Be into it. Why not? Why not?
Yeah, I try not to like judge people for their kinks or whatever, but there's something about furries.
There's something about
There's
lot
just
of
something
it.
about furries that
I
really
cannot support
gets me
There's something
going.
about
you know?
grapefruit.
Murphy has something to
Oh,
say.
Murphy.
I
Yes.
met a real life furry.
In suit?
No.
Did you meet them or their persona?
No.
Why do I know so much?
Because you
That's all you
want
need to know.
because it was on the way back from California, and
Oh,
this,
you met them here.
I met yes,
At SeaTac Airport.
coming back from SeaTac, and he was like one of the only other guys on the bus, and
So
he
you
had
naturally approached him like you would at a urinal
no the only
lineup.
the only reason I was so curious is that nothing.
Is your nose on this bus?
Nothing. Nothing like gave it away like at all. I would never have known. But like what I did, the weird thing about him was that he had 2 enormous suitcases with him.
Dildos. Oh,
Yes.
oh, okay.
Adjectives. We're getting.
Watch
How
your
many
hand
words
there.
did you add?
Yes.
Don't hit that.
He had 2 enormous suitcases with him, and like
So
a
I
duffel
just
bag
had to
and
ask.
a big duffel bag. I'm assuming the big duffel bag had all his normal clothes in it, and then the 2 enormous suitcases had all these furry costumes in it.
Is
But
this like how enormous are we talking? Like, give me some
Like-
square footage here.
Some square
Like the
footage,
size of a Doberman, or
like half the size of this couch.
okay,
Yes,
yeah,
just like
pretty
it's
big.
like 3.5 feet ish.
yes, they
All
were
right.
huge. They were huge. He had to take up like 3 seats for all this stuff, and I was like, "Oh, wow, I was just kind of like casually brought it up. I'm like, "Oh, you got all this stuff there." He's like, "Yeah, I'm going to a conference,"
Yeah, I'm
and I was like, "Oh."
Yeah, I'm a fucking furry. Fucking leave me alone, bitch. Don't you dare ask me what the fox says.
Take time, people.
Fucking, fucking, god damn it. Fucking normies, fuck.
Normies. Is that what furries call not furries?
I don't know.
Like,
I'm just
magical people
spitballing
call.
here.
Not magical.
I'm just improvising. But yeah, and then he just kind of like, well, he was so funny when he told me, he was hesitant in telling me that he was a furry, but he was
How did
like,
it get to that?
I don't know, man.
How?
I didn't want it to.
What time of day was it?
It was like noon. It wasn't
Noon
even.
on public transit.
It was, yeah. It wasn't even
Well,
like.
it was airport transit.
Wait,
Yeah.
sorry. So backtrack. He was headed to a conference, or he just came back from one.
I think he had just finished one. Yes.
Yeah, I think.
And he
He
told
just
me.
finished.
Well, he also told me very. He didn't tell me any specifics, but it was very much implied that things were extremely wild, and I was like, "Oh my god, stop!" Like, he told me a little more that I wanted to know, but after he initially got it out that he was a furry, he was just like absolutely not ashamed of it, and it was crazy. It was.
So this started with the question of the comment of, look at all that stuff you got there, sir.
No, I honestly don't remember how.
What you got in the suitcase?
He specified that he was
Fucking
the
shut
only
up.
other dude on the bus.
He was. Yeah, it was. We were like the only ones on the bus.
Oh,
And-
I see.
Like,
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 well, the driver.
Well, okay, we were
Was
like
this
the only
the
ones
driver?
in the front. There was no driver. No.
He was
it
also the driver.
He was. No, it was. I don't remember honestly how we started talking, but we did start talking, and I don't know. I don't know.
this is why I don't talk to people on public transit or anywhere.
Or ever. I got this book for my students, and so it's called the Wizards of Once, but I fell in love with it. I mean, I guess it's for like a younger audience, but it's not any more kiddish than like Harry Potter is. So
People die.
yeah, that's
In
true.
like all kid novels.
There's a lot of kid novels.
At least one.
Fucking Pixar. Have you seen a Pixar movie?
Have you ever read a fairy tale?
I guess not.
Guess not. Yeah, so he does the narration for it, and the author, her name is Cressida Cowell, and she did the How to Train Your Dragon books, and I was like, oh yeah, freaking love those movies, like with a passion. I loved all of them. Were done really, really well.
Passionate.
DreamWorks, fucked it up with Shrek, but they got it right with How to Train Your Dragon.
Okay,
Whoa, whoa!
No,
I
no, no.
believe the
Shrek-
internet would disagree
Okay,
with
First-
Shrek was great. The
the
second
first
one
Shrek.
was okay. The third one derailed,
The
and then it
first
just
Shrek
ran
was
into
gold.
There
and
was
it just
more
got
after the third?
exponentially worse.
Yes, there were more.
There
And
were
they
Which
said-
one
four,
had-
dude.
I
which-
think maybe 5. I don't
Which
know.
one had?
She's fact checking us.
I'm back to. I'm misspelling everything else. There
Sheck. How many shecks were there?
How many
are
shecks?
4.
There are 4.
Yeah, like the
There were
third
4
and the
shecks.
fourth one were just not
Forever
needed.
after.
The second
one's
one really
the-
wasn't needed.
Wait, the third one was the one with the
I don't even know. I only know
Knuckles,
that
that's scary.
yeah.
No, I don't know.
As far as I'm concerned, the first one is the only one that matters.
Okay, you guys are right. You know, if I'm thinking about this as a
But How to Train
person,
Your Dragon was
You're
amazing.
wasting your time.
The third one is the one with Justin Timberlake
as
as the teenage slacker in a medieval high school.
And Shrek, the third.
oh,
I don't even remember. Oh god.
right,
think.
that wouldn't. You're right. Anything after the second
Artie.
one sucked.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't even remember. I honestly, the second one, I don't even remember what happens.
Well, it's okay because they did fine with How to Train Your Dragon. That's all we need to remember. Is that series?
They
was
redeemed themselves.
Who did Trolls?
Why?
Because no, it's relevant to the current situation in which Trolls 2, I believe, was released worldwide on streaming services because of theaters being closed right now.
Trolls World Tour.
Trolls
World
World Tour.
And it made them a ton of money.
A shit ton more than it could have at a theater.
Yes.
And they're like, we're going to keep doing this.
It made them gobs of money.
And
What, because
AMC...
But wait, but they released it for free?
No. It was like $20 to watch it.
Yeah.
So it was like buying a movie ticket,
Right.
which fucking sucks. That
Right,
$20.
right.
No,
And-
it's not.
$20 for a
Yeah.
single movie ticket?
Yeah,
that's
those
fine.
exist.
Yeah.
You and I, we tried very hard to go to the Tuesday AMC's $10 for
Even
two.
Even a regular price movie ticket for one person.
I
for
always
like
expect to
for,
pay $20 for a
for
movie
2
ticket.
people. It's
Well,
like
if you go, you watch it in
But-
3D, you watch it in 4D, whatever the fuck they're offering.
what is
you pay. Don't worry about it. It doesn't matter. They're gonna
Yes.
they're gonna
Why is
shake
it
some
talking?
some guy is gonna
Yeah.
stand in there and shake your chair for you at the loud moments.
Blow in your ear with
Yeah.
But that also. Sorry, go
We
ahead.
went to a museum or something in Vancouver.
Yeah,
and they
and we
had
watched that dinosaur
about,
movie.
Like a rodent and a spider or something.
Oh.
We were
And
at the
that was
aquarium.
like-
I
and like
remember
they
that.
shot air at you when something died.
Oh. Wow.
And they would spit in your face when you would when the camera would go underwater. And that's 4D.
That's for you.
But oh god.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyway.
Oh, hold on. But real quick. Sorry.
No,
The-
my
it-
point is really quick, and I want to finish what I was saying earlier.
Okay, fine.
The point of How to Train Your Dragon, we can get back to the other
Oh, yeah.
tangent,
Sorry.
was the fact that I was like, these movies were great. Like, Cressida Cowell wrote those books. I wonder what, they're like. That'd be cool to have those books if she wrote this other series that I really enjoy. There are 12 books.
Oh my god.
I thought
They're not gonna stop with those movies?
And they just extended it, or maybe 2.
12
there's
How to Train Your Dragon
12.
books.
Do they merge them into the movies? Like it's
I don't
several
know.
books
I have
in
no
one?
idea.
You haven't read them.
I haven't.
So you
but
don't know if
but
the
they're all
Christmas
narrated.
specials are all...
They're all
They're-
narrated by David
they're
Tennant.
about to be
So I'm like,
12.
Do I buy the book series or do I buy
Or do I buy
the
David Tennant?
audiobooks?
There are about to be 12 How to Train Your Dragon movies.
No. They
No,
ended
I-
it like super final. If they make another How to Train Your Dragon movie, I will be fucking pissed.
But you're gonna watch it.
I will, and then it'll probably be very disappointing. Because
That's how we
Jurassic
feel about
Park.
Jurassic World.
Oh,
Yeah.
the world, yeah.
It's
I will
it's
pay
a
to see
dinosaur
that
movie,
and
and I'm gonna
myself
go
for it.
watch this in the theater.
I
But I
wanna-
wasn't happy the
I like-
last
I
time.
I
like-
want to
the
watch
first one.
dinosaurs fight each other.
It was okay. There was some weird shit with that babysitter who did not deserve to die like that.
Oh.
But like,
Somebody has to die viciously by the dinosaurs.
yeah, but like there were
It's
people that
given.
deserve it, quote unquote. And then there's the babysitter who did nothing.
It's true. She was just trying to watch.
She
those
was
poor
just
kids.
yeah. She doesn't like kids
She was
and just
just
tried
doing
to
her
kind of
job.
watch the kids and it didn't really work out and they super murdered her for it.
Super murdered. Oh, she's super duper dead.
So I liked the first one well enough.
Yeah.
It wasn't like Jurassic Park, but the second one was an atrocity.
I never watched it. No.
Ah, God. I mean, it was a spectacle to see dinosaurs on the big screen. But yeah, it was like 2 different movies.
What bothers me the most is that if they release another, I'm going to pay to see it again.
It just bugs me.
If we're actually able to go.
For being honest.
Real quick. Real quick.
Look, we have time. It doesn't have to be real quick.
Sorry. I want to go back to the whole Trolls World Tour thing.
Oh,
about
yeah.
How they earn so much more gobs of money by releasing it digitally to homes, right?
Directly to your home.
Think about it. If you take your family out to view a video in theaters, you're paying for each individual person.
And like you
Buy them
said,
a ticket.
expecting $20.
Yeah, I
Right,
always
exactly.
expect
Like
$20 at least, right?
On
Most
average,
of the time,
yeah,
it's not going
$20
to be more
a-
than that, unless you're trying to get 3D or something.
Unless
Exactly.
you're trying to get laid at the end of the day.
let's say
I don't
you
like watching movies in 3D.
let's say you live in a house. Okay, say you live in you're in a house, you have a family of a wife, husband, teenager, and 2 kids young enough for their tickets to be $10, whatever. That's $20, $40, $60 to go out to see this movie, right? If you stay home, shut up. Stephanie's making fun of my math. If you go out to see this movie, that's $60, right? If you stay home, that's $20 to watch the movie for all of those people.
Yeah.
And they still earn that
you
much
invite
money.
your cousins and
Yeah,
like
you're like,
anyone else.
hey, everybody come over to the
can
house.
buy
We're going to
it
have
or
a
rent it.
a viewing party.
You can buy or rent too in most platforms. So if you
Right.
rent it, it's like maybe $8. If you buy it, it's 20 and you have it in your like.
I don't think for
Arsenal.
premieres. I think for like these premieres, you get it once for yes, Emily.
Fact
You
check
could
it.
have finished. Okay, your national
what she
average
said.
cost for a movie ticket is $9.11.
National.
Where?
Oh,
though.
okay. Nationally. Okay. So
Look it up
even
for
if
Washington.
it's $9,
Well,
like that just proves my point more. Thanks, Emily.
$9.37, Murphy.
I guess whenever I go to the movies, I go and see the newest movie that's out. So
that doesn't matter.
I think it's just generally more expensive here in
I feel like
the
I
Seattle
always
area.
pay about 20. Like
Do you
maybe
pay
it's
for
the
both
area.
of you?
No, it's not $20 both. It's usually like it's somewhere between
$20 each.
like probably $30 and $40 when I'm buying both.
I've come to expect to pay $20 for a movie ticket,
Yeah.
just throughout my life.
Go on Tuesdays.
Also,
do the
Tuesdays.
AMC thing. Go on Tuesdays. It might be packed, but that's what
But
the movie experience
Maybe
is.
it's
think-
just, like been an expectation for me. Like just like if I pay less, great. But if I expect to pay 20, then
in Ellensburg too, though, where we probably still saw most of our movies in our lifetime, it was in Ellensburg.
in our lifetime.
In
for
our
sure.
lifetime,
No,
in
not at
Ellensburg.
all. Not even
They-
close, but maybe our lifetime as a unit of
Yes,
the Stefy.
yes, yes. We paid about $20 to go see a movie at the Ellensburg Theater, which
Each
they just
or total?
each.
Okay.
They were
They
ringing,
knew they were the only ones.
ringing you.
They
Oh
were
yeah,
the only theater you could go to.
yeah. So they could set the prices at
Unless
whatever
you
they
wanted to
wanted.
Drive 30 minutes to Yakima.
Was it
Yeah, it was-
Ellensburg Movies?
No,
Or was it
it was
something
the
else?
Ellensburg
Meridian.
Cinema.
Meridian?
Yes,
Meridian.
It was the
Grand.
Meridian.
And I only remember that because it was the same name as my
Ellensburg.
school.
That's right.
Emily's so determined
I'm
to just be
trying.
like, you guys are idiots. It's not $20
I'm just-
to get.
No,
I'm trying
Emily's
to
so
find this
great at this.
information.
She's in the perfect role right now.
It just says
We're like,
you
she's
getting
like,
more?
it's $9.30. No, it's $20, Emily. It's $9.03. It's $20.
You're all
is
idiots.
there a whole section that says about theater prices, about the Ellensburg fucking whatever it is, Grand Meridian,
Cinema.
Yes.
Cinema.
and it doesn't give the fucking price.
Because COVID-19.
Because they're like, you're not
You
coming.
guys have so much change in the crowd. I gotta pee.
You're okay. If I just can I go to the
Change
past,
in the crowd.
please? Okay.
Is
Murphy,
it misconnections time?
would you like to read a misconnection?
I would love to read misconnections.
Would you like to start?
Sure, I'll start.
All right, there it is.
I feel like you've brought up this misconnection thing
Oh,
like, a
do you have
while
questions
ago.
about
that
it?
Oh,
was like
yeah.
straight up an hour ago.
Yeah.
Straight up.
And then we just went on a huge
I
tangent.
did.
After tangent.
About movies and shows.
Movies and shows,
okay.
though, that'll get you.
So now that we've given our show, book, and movie recommendations, we will move on to misconnections.
Yes.
Steph, do you have any questions about what the fuck we're about to do, or like I know that none of this is posted, and you have no reference, and here you are as a newcomer.
What the fuck are we about to do?
So people write, or they used to write these quirky, profound stories about a person they met on the subway, and they would go into detail about how they felt and what it meant to them. That changed because everything got blended together, from casual encounters to misconnections on Craigslist. So you have to weed through a bunch of shit of like, I just want to get my tits sucked to find a story that matters. I see the concern in your face. We have done. We didn't pick those. We picked a couple, but but because of the wording was funny and it was just so impressionable.
Quality material.
So I found
Doing doesn't even matter.
we have all of those, and then at least 2 of them got flagged for removal, like yesterday. So we found like 4 more, and I emailed those to him, and they're not open there yet.
Okay.
So they will be later.
Wait, why were they flagged for removal?
Okay, so one of them is
Use
valid.
your imagination.
One of them is totally valid. It was weird, but
It was just weird.
the other one was
Flagged for
like
being
an
weird.
actual genuine misconnection about like, I miss you, I want to see you again, this is what you look like, you know, like that's classic misconnection. And somebody was like, fuck you, I'm gonna ban this.
Maybe
probably
it was
the
the
person-
person. Maybe it was the person.
That's what I'm thinking.
Whoever was talking
Yeah.
about this person.
Was
So
like,
person
fuck
A
that.
was talking about person B, and person B found this, and person B was like, "You're a fucking stalker." Flag this shit. Hi, honey. You're so sweet. I love you, and I barely know you, but I love you.
It's a misconnection.
So misconnection can be interpreted in various ways.
Imagine-
Traditionally, it was people would see people out in public and they'd like make eye contact or something, fall in love, as you will.
Love
And
at first
they'd
sight, but
post
that's
about
all there
it.
was.
It happens
Be
to me
like,
all the
I know
time.
this is a long shot, but I saw this person who was blonde in like a black top in Everett. Are you her? You know?
Oh.
But now, so there was also a separate category for like hookups.
Okay.
They got merged together. So now like half of them are
Oh.
you want some
Have to
fuck,
pay the
and
toll.
half of them are I miss this
But
person.
those don't get flagged.
No, they don't.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
Because who doesn't want to fuck? Garden
okay.
soil.
It's okay. You're so good.
Murphy.
Yes.
So I know I mentioned previously that we found these before today's.
Your hair, though.
Very attractive.
Shut up.
Gerardo's hair is like
Well, have you seen Murphy's hair?
Gerardo's hair is like twice as long as mine, and twice as gorgeous. And
Emily told me that she hates how the wind does not blow out my curls today, and
Oh,
I
felt
usually
bad.
have curly hair, okay? And look at this shit. It's so upsetting. I go out in the wind, and you know, like generally the wind is, when it's powerful, it blows the curls out of your hair, it gets frizzy, whatever. But his are so powerful. His curls are
I feel bad now.
yeah. They don't give a
Makes her
shit
mad.
about natural forces. They will curl.
oh wow. It just really makes me want to grow my whole hair out even more. See, just Stephanie's driving home.
So, I am under new management, and they've let me know that this particular post that you're about to read is meant to be read like the side effects of a
Drug.
Like a
Drug.
Oh,
Side effects may include.
oh. Would you like to read it?
No, I'm
Okay.
drunk.
You can
Oh, me too. Okay.
Like commercials for depression pills.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know, they'll
Yeah.
make you happy, but then like the side effects that they announce really quickly.
Side effects
At the
include
bottom.
diarrhea,
Get
vomit.
near
Yeah,
Mike.
they include like dying and hating yourself and killing yourself. You know,
Yeah.
blah 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 blah. They say it, like really fast.
So that you can't like fucking sue them for it.
Right.
Meanwhile,
right.
everyone in the commercial is like dancing, like, yeah, I'll kill myself.
Side effects when you move. And you replied,
Get
it
near
just
Mike,
gets
please.
better from here, and you should have said more, but it seems weird times, sort of, and I know you from somewhere, blah, 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 like, yeah.
And I should have said more, but it seems to be weird times, sort of. I know you're from somewhere, but couldn't think we were, and still can't. Darn it! I recognize you, even though we were wearing a mask. Lol. Easily, your beauty shines through. And damn, I just had. I wish I just said, hey, what's your name? But I didn't remember. Weird times, lol. But here's hoping everything goes fantastically with your garden soil, and you've planned it for, believe me, I had a cart full. I'm just reading it as fast as I can. Same department many times, and life treats you, and you treat right back as amazingly, stunningly, gorgeously as you deserve. By the way, on top of everything else, great legs!
I would slow that down in hands and be like, by the way,
This
on
was
top of
terrible.
it, like it's back to the commercial, you know? On top of everything else, great legs.
You'll be
Like,
okay.
yeah.
You'll be
okay.
with your
Stevia.
great legs.
Stevia.
I thought that was a drug.
I thought that was implied. Sugar supplement is what.
It's fucking sugar.
No, it's not. That's the whole point.
Replacement, whatever.
So this one is a poem. It's very short, so I'm gonna read another one after.
Okay.
But it is titled Gumdrops.
Oh.
Posted 2 days ago, and it's Washington. Oh, sorry. No, this is Portland. This is in Portland.
Oh.
Gumdrops. You said they tasted like gumdrops. They did. I said we should stop. We didn't. I miss the poetry of us.
Oh my god.
This is the shit we read, Steph. You know?
That's it?
That's it.
Oh my god.
He said it was short, bitch.
I didn't know that. There's short and there's fucking short.
It was a poem.
A fucking
Poems can
short
be
poem.
anything.
This one's from Bellingham. It was posted 2 days ago. Makes sense. We found them 2 days ago.
Oh my god.
This is a Riri.
Oh my god.
Riri colon still in love,
Colons?
which is regarding or reply. Doesn't matter. Regarding.
It is
Okay.
regarding.
Regarding. Title still love. Iowa Street. No one will ever be good enough because he hates himself. Everyone thinks he's the best. That's what he wants, and he'll do anything to protect his ego. It's part of his act and the mask he hides behind. Trauma bonding. It's painful, but he'll leave a light on, even though he's okay if it's over. He isn't capable of love. One day you'll realize how lucky you are to be without him. Stop fueling him and reclaim your self-respect. Love yourself. Which I think is a very important message.
Two. Love
Two?
yourself too.
Oh, love yourself too.
Meaning also not the number or T-O.
T-O-O.
T.O. Love yourself.
Exclamation mark.
This literally sounds straight out of I just watched
iCarly.
Yeah. No. Yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no. Yes, no. No, yeah. No, yeah. I just watched a series on Netflix. It's called You.
Tell me about it.
It's like literally this guy like
Wackadoo.
narrates like these women, like he wants to be like the perfect boyfriend for these women. And so like the very first episode of the first season, there's only 2 seasons, but like there's history that is revealed throughout the 2 seasons. But he like, yeah, you keep this whatever on, but you've got, you know, the bracelets, so you do want attention because obviously like the bracelets make sound, and it's like you you this and you that, and he's like dissecting this person, but it's
Right.
all like this in your head narration, but like it's kind of sweet, but then like also very
But it's also
stalkerish.
along the lines of that, like those film essays that people do where they read too much into it.
Yeah, so yeah, he reads into these girls like nobody's
And it's
business.
like-
I haven't
Thinks he knows
seen
what's
it.
Your
perfect.
hair
Doesn't
was
he
flipped to the
also
right.
kill people?
But it's all for her.
Okay.
And it's always an accident.
An axe.
It's always an accident.
Oh,
Is it
really?
like guys
What
that are
else could he
interested
do?
in her?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
I'm not gonna spoil it. It's really, really good. And I saw
What's it called?
You.
You.
Y-O-U. You.
Why?
And I saw it and
Wyoming.
I thought like, originally I thought like, this
Y-O-O.
looks kind of like one of those like Pretty Little Liars bullshit.
yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna get sucked into that. My older sister said it was good, and she normally is not about those kind of shows either. And I think my dad had mentioned it too, that he saw a couple episodes with him, and my mom would just watch things randomly. Well, some of the best shows I get from them, which I would have never found.
I
But it
can't
was
trust
good.
my parents for recommendations.
Yeah, most of the time they like those corny kind of things.
Yeah, they fucking love soap operas.
The-
Oh my
yeah,
god.
not soap operas, but sometimes pretty close. Anyway, yeah, so I was like, okay, I'll watch the first episode, and yeah, it gets you hooked right away.
It's the guy from Gossip Girl, right?
I believe so. Yeah,
Murphy,
he's like pretty.
you've
to kinda
had
look
time
at.
to read
When he,
this?
like,
I have.
Yeah, if you picked a voice for it,
I think there's multiple here.
do it. Do all of them.
Like, kind of creepy. But like also like if he's not being creepy, it's like, oh, it's kind
It's
of
charming.
a charming flaw.
There's no in between.
No, there's definitely an
There's
in
charming
between.
and
There's
there's
charming. and
murderous.
there's creepy. Oh, okay. Creepy.
You're in between there. I like to think he's in between there. You know?
I'm not charming,
No, I'm saying in between charming and murderous.
Oh.
but
Mr. Both charming, I like to think you don't kill people. Right?
Do you think that either of us kill people?
No.
Okay.
I'm sure under certain circumstances everyone would kill people, but like I like to think you haven't faced those circumstances.
I'd be the one who dies.
You at the beach. This is in downtown Bellingham. Posted 8 days ago.
Why are these all in Bellingham?
we started locally and then we expanded throughout the nation as we couldn't find any because it was all about like, hey, you want to meet in my car?
So the people in Bellingham are weird.
Well,
is
we
this
started in
called?
Seattle. Nobody had anything to say.
People in Bellingham
And
just
it
want
moved further north because
Smaller,
for some reason
smaller towns.
Craigslist does that. It's like near the location you're searching. We searched Seattle
Right.
and it goes this way.
Got it.
Yes, Emily, you have
What
a
is this
question.
one
You're
called?
spocking out.
This one's called You at the Beach.
Okay, found it. Hold on.
You at the Beach, downtown Bellingham, posted 8 days ago. Me. I was also at the beach, obviously. I saw your curly brown hair swirling in the wind. I could tell the sea salt air had touched it. Why were you swimming? It was cold. I knew from the moment we should meet. I think I love you.
You got like so sultry, and they're like, "Why are you swimming? It's cold."
That's
You stupid bitch. But I
You
love you.
dumb
I love
bitch.
you.
I knew from
Great
that
delivery,
moment we
great
should
delivery.
meet. I think I love you.
You love
It's like you are so
Can you learn to love me?
profoundly gorgeous, but why are you so dumb?
Aren't all the beautiful ones done?
Yeah, or fucking crazy because they've been conditioned all their life that they can get whatever they want because they're so pretty. And they're like, I don't expect to get what I want, and if you
Well,
don't treat me
I
right, I'm
do.
gonna back at you.
What?
This is the
Stephanie
one.
O'Hara, ladies and gentlemen.
Still?
Something, right?
What?
Still.
Don't even act
one
like you
that
know
was
what's
behind
going
me at
on,
Safeway.
Emily.
What?
Blonde that was behind me at Safeway and
That's
Anacornis.
the one.
This is the one that
The one,
was
the one.
the
That one.
side effects.
No.
Yeah.
Nah.
I strongly
Anacortis.
I strongly disagree.
Anacortis.
All right, read it thusly anyway. Okay,
Anacortis.
go on.
Yes. Blonde that was behind me at Safeway Anacortis. You were a gorgeous blonde that's approximately 5'6", 5'8", that was at Safeway in Anacortes at around 4:40 p.m. At Safeway, Anacortes, you were in line with your girlfriend. I got in line. My line was moving quicker. You jumped in behind me. I was in my work clothes, and we saw each other, but I didn't say anything then. As I left, carrying the six-pack, I turned and looked at me and made... What? I'm so lost.
I turned and looked at
I
me.
turned and looked at
We
me.
made eye contact.
I turned and looked, and we made eye contact.
Yeah.
But I still did not say anything. Then you and your girlfriend left together in the dark-colored Mazda 3. I followed. I hope we run into each other again. If you or your friend, no longer girlfriend, see this, send me a message. We should hang out sometime and have a beer or, whatever.
Fuck.
Wait, she didn't follow him. That's not in the text.
Hold on.
Let's be really clear
So-
about
Yeah,
that.
you have questions, Murphy?
Yeah, okay.
Is this a girl seeing a blonde guy?
We know that there's at least one girl in this situation. You said girlfriend, right?
Sure.
But we don't know the gender of the other two in
Oh,
the
the
party.
subject. You're
The
right.
gorgeous blonde.
I
could be
didn't
a girl
consider
with
that.
Her girlfriend.
I would hazard a guess, yes, that the gorgeous blonde is a girl. She's with her girlfriend
Okay,
in the sense of
that's what I was thinking
your
too.
friend.
Yes.
Okay,
And the
see,
other person
Is a guy.
maybe a guy, maybe
So
a
the
girl.
dude writing this
I
is-
figured it was a dude writing this,
Mhm,
and
mhm.
towards, there was some not character development, but like anticipation.
character
I
anticipation.
like to picture this as a girl
No.
looking at the guy.
I
would say-
don't.
I thought
Blonde
about
with
that
his
too.
girlfriend.
I like that idea. However,
However, go fuck yourself.
However, you're wrong.
if you're a girl and you're a lesbian who's looking at this situation, you would not call that girl her girlfriend, meaning friend, unless you meant your girlfriend, Whereas
You said the same
Oh.
word 3 times.
Yes, but you
most guys
understood
would
it,
say
you
your
jackass.
girlfriend, meaning your friend, not
Yeah.
your romantic partner.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
I think they would have hyphened it for emphasis.
I think
Yeah.
you're full of shit.
Your female friend.
And you had your female friend with
Well,
you,
it
which was a
definitely
barrier
has
at the time.
friends.
I think they would have hyphened it.
It is probably a guy looking into girls.
I think it's
But
I think it's a guy
like
looking
the
to
idea
girls.
of it being.
Three
No, I
boys.
understand. It's a
No.
comforting
I
idea.
like the idea of
But it's
the
not
gorgeous blonde being a
realistic.
male,
Oh, okay.
and the person carrying the six pack,
take your
the
time.
person talking and narrating is
Mm.
a female,
Okay.
and he
Wood
is with his
glue
girlfriend.
girl. This one's called Wood Glue Girl.
Oh, this sounds like it's right up your alley.
What?
Please explain.
He
I don't-
fucks
Murphy.
Elmer's.
Fix it, wood glue. Fix it, Felix.
Oh, okay.
You
That's
are Fix-It
inside,
Felix?
Okay, inside joke time. Yeah.
Well, you have to
And-
explain it.
Well, it's just like call him that because he likes to fix things. But then, like,
excuse me. I'm good at fixing things.
you're great. You are like Fix It Felix. That's why I say that.
Where are you going?
She's leaving.
It's all right, bye.
She's leaving you and the rest of us.
if I hear the word wood glue, like what's the first thing you think of when you say word wood glue?
Elmer's glue.
I think of Murphy
Why?
because I've
Murphy.
seen him use wood glue before.
Did you put your penis into a jar of wood glue?
What were we?
Anyway, this Missed Connections is called Wood Glue Girl. No, I've never put my penis in a jar of wood glue.
Just making sure, man.
He made me
I would tell
a
you if I'd
jewelry
done that
box
before.
once. That
I would
now
A
tell you.
holds
drawer box?
jewelry.
A jewelry
jewelry.
box.
A
Whose-
jewelry.
Whose jewelry?
A jewelry.
Was it yours?
What?
Whose jewelry?
Mine. He made it a box for me to put my jewelry in.
Okay, I was so lost. I was asking him if he had placed his penis into a jar of Elmer's glue.
He made
And
me
you
a
told me
wooden
maybe
jewelry box.
maybe a jewelry box.
I never said the word maybe, but
Oh, you said made me.
yes.
I understand now.
He created for moi.
Okay, I'm on board now.
The
We're on the
box?
same
Oh,
page.
yes.
That
Say it in
holds
French. It makes way
the
more sense.
shiny things I own.
All right. Wood Glue Girl, Watertown. This was posted 2 days ago.
Of course.
You were kind enough to split the last 2 bottles of wood glue with me, and you told me I was lucky I caught you on a good day. Anyhow, you looked cute in your yoga pants and mask, and I thought maybe we had a little flirt going on. I probably should have just asked you for your number then, but I wasn't sure if the girl you were with was a roommate or something more. Anyhow, if you see this, tell me what store we met in, and maybe someday we can see behind the masks.
Sorry.
Also, I want to know what project you're working on. Winky face.
Is that gonna like clarify who this person is?
This person sounds like a project. This person sounds like he needs work. Because I know I read it. Oh, I wanted this one. Dang it.
You can still have it.
No, this is. I think you can read this one.
This one is titled We Met at an Orgy. I did not get your name, Washington. I wanted to talk to you, but you are so much more attractive than most of the middle-aged has-beens in last night's pile that I couldn't get a moment alone, or even as part of a threesome or foursome with you. Listen. There was a brief moment while you were reverse cowgirling that old guy and jerking off 2 midgets while orally satisfying
Not real.
the butch chick in the leather chaps. When our eyes met, and it was like magic. Oh my God. First,
That was the highlight of his orgy.
I want to be clear that I wasn't calling you a filthy whore. That's not what that was about.
Oh no.
It was the woman I was doggy styling, and that was only after her repeated insistence that I talk dirty to her. I promised I would treat you more respectfully than that.
This is not real.
I also want to make clear that I don't normally go down on other guys, okay? That was a rare occasion that you saw. But since you were taken and she was the only other attractive woman there, and part of the package was that her husband had to get in on the action, well, desperate times call for desperate acts. Anyway, the point is, I think I love you.
Oh my god.
The fuck?
This is not real.
I don't know why you guys want your voices.
But there
Voice to these people. Why?
there was that moment, that electric moment, before you started to gyrate wildly and cry out in some foreign language. Was it French?
It was tongues.
I love French. And before I had to take on that unsavory but necessary oral task that I just as soon forget. Except for this persistent heartburn I've got today.
Oh. No.
When we connected, and it was as if I could see into your soul and you into mine. So, can't we give it a try? Yeah? Yeah? All I'm asking for is a cup of coffee. And you know, perhaps a threesome. If your roommate is hot, or if we meet a sexy stranger on the street, but let's start by getting to know each other. Okay? And Emily, you have your hand up. What's up?
I just want to point out the absurdity of this one remaining unmolested on the website, while that one that was a genuine misconnection about missing somebody got flagged for removal.
Sure. I want to point out
It's
the
terrible.
audacity of this man insinuating, or even, just predicting. I can't articulate it,
I know.
You have a roommate. There's no doubt about it.
So,
That's
and
what I
she's
got from
probably
it.
hot.
And
so let's
she's
have a
probably hot, so
threesome.
let's do it. Come on. Come on. Come on.
This is a person that takes place in orgies, though, so...
Would you like to read this one? You gotta be quick
I-
about it. You
oh my
gotta
God.
bring it into the conversation now because
Holy
that's
smokes.
the point of it.
Okay.
And you're welcome to read another.
Yo, dropping loads. Loads to drop. Good equipment to do that here. Anyone needs a load dropped, hit me up.
I think they're misusing
That's it.
I feel like they're misusing
Dropping loads.
No, they don't know what they're doing.
Dropping. I think they just wanted to. I think they just came up with a real shitty poem,
No.
and they wanted to put it on.
What do you imagine?
Craigslist.
What do you imagine this is about?
Dropping loads.
Yeah.
A fucking yeah, poop.
No, dude. You ever dropped a load?
Fucking dropping. I've never dropped my load. It's been
For you listening out there, there was a hand gesture insinuating dice roll.
Oh. Yes. Dice
Dropping a
roll.
load.
This is in Boston. 5 days ago. Dropping loads. Loads to drop. Good equipment to do that here. Anyone needs a load dropped, hit me up.
They know what they're doing.
I think it's subtle enough. Yeah, you're right. Go ahead, read another. I love
Dropping
that.
loads.
No,
loads to drop.
No, I didn't mean read it again.
Oh, not read it another time.
No,
oh, okay,
read
okay.
another post.
Oh, okay. All right.
Although I love that one.
Oh, Man in the Moon. All right, Man on the Moon from an observatory untethered. The moon is 234,135 miles away tonight. Just like you.
Specifically.
Just like you, it is far away from me in all the ways that matter. But somehow your light reaches my eyes in only a second. It reaches my heart even faster. Some say that you can see the face of a man on the moon. Astrophysicists tell us it's just patterns from craters and lunar maria reflecting the sunlight back in our way according to the equations of optics. But I say it's not even a man in that pattern. It's a woman. What I see is your reflection. The one I see everywhere. The one I look for constantly. And even though tonight her face is partially masked, as if hidden by a mask or a veil. From the energy alone, I know it's you. My heart makes it true. I do see you, in spite of your mask, and I imagine you with me, somehow, some way, someday, for however long we have, same as I always have. You/me/no space in between. The only thing that ever mattered to me was getting some of your time. The kind of time you wanted to spend with me. See me. Now. Jay. So
Tell me.
yeah, this man was definitely from Boston.
Definitely.
That
What
voice,
do you
that
mean?
was a Boston
That
voice.
was a Boston voice.
That was a Boston.
Australian.
No, that was totally Boston.
Australian.
The
Let me know
moon
if you
is
get it.
234,135 miles away from Boston tonight.
Just like you.
Just like you, it is far from me.
As a point of
Okay, I
interest,
don't know
the
why this is
sun
taking
is
so long.
92.96 million miles away.
Well, we could just get there tomorrow.
Yeah, let's just hop in the
I know.
spaceship that they have
Well,
in the
you
corner.
know, if you go to speed of
living
light
room.
spaceship.
Yeah.
I hate to say this.
Yeah.
Yes,
I need to go work.
that is totally acceptable to say.
Let me just do
Um,
backflip right now.
I hear it. I know what you're saying, Murphy. All right.
Yeah, we can go straight home. We can go to school. Whatever you want to do.